Hello everyone. Welcome back to Coding Maverick for ongoing series on Fast API. In the last video, we built a complete CRUD application using Fast API and SQL Alchemy ORM, connected it with the front end and tested it locally on our system. Now it's time to take the next big step, deploying our Fast API app on cloud, so that anyone can access it from anywhere in the world. In this tutorial, I will first deploy it on Render, and if users have some issue in credit card, then I will shift the deployment to Railway Cloud, a completely free and beginners friendly cloud platform. So let's dive into the exciting world of Fast API cloud deployment. Viewers, before we start typing, let's understand what deployment actually means. Deployment is the process of taking our local Fast API application, which runs only on our computer, and putting it on a remote server on internet where others can access it through a public URL. That means instead of localhost port 8080, you will have some real shareable link like myfastapi-app.onrender.com, or in case of railway we may have a link like fastapi-codingmaverick.up.railway.app. So viewers, now let's have few changes in our Fast API code. Right now our app is using SQLite, which is perfect for local testing. But cloud platform prefer PostgreSQL since it is more scalable and production ready. We will modify our code so that it automatically uses PostgreSQL on the cloud and SQLite when running it locally. As you can see that os.get environment will always have a database underscore URL variable when it would be on the cloud. And if it is not on the cloud, then the SQLite variable would be returned in the database underscore URL variable. So in this way, the code may work for both cloud and local server for their subsequent databases. In the next line, we may have small change with Postgres to PostgreSQL for both render and railway. This is the only change we require to shift the database connection for cloud environment. The rest of the code will work fine. Now viewers, let's prepare the essential files required for the render deployment. We need to create 3 additional files in our project root: requirements.txt, start.sh and readme.md file. Requirement.txt file will minimum contain Fast API, UVCon, SQL Alchemy, SoyCopG binary, Python multipart and Pydantic dependencies. Start.sh file will contain the command to start UVCon server. cd space app will show that our main.py is inside the app folder. And in the readme.md file, we will write all the about information of our API, including its project structure. Now install the dependencies from requirement.txt file using pip install. Now verify the installation using pip space list to view all the packages. If you have ever installed packages before the requirement.txt, you may use pip space freeze command, so it will update the requirement text with the current and previous packages. This is optional. Now viewers, this is the time to push our code on GitHub. Viewers, if you do not have the GitHub installed on your machine, go to their official site and download it for Windows. After the download, just run their setup with all the default options. Viewers, you can see that the Git has been installed on our machine. Now go to Visual Studio Code and check the installation by typing git space -- version. It will show the installed version. Now run the command git space init to initialize the git. Use the command git space add space dot. It will add our source code directory to git. Now use the command git space commit dash m. It will commit our code into our local git. I will configure my local git by giving the username and user email. This email is the same that account I am using on the GitHub. Now link my local git with the online GitHub repository. For this purpose, I will log in to GitHub with the same email and here I will create new repository. Give repository the name FastAPI-first and description as repo for deployment. Now click the create repository button. It will create the online repository. Now go inside the Visual Studio Code and link your local git with this repository by using command git space remote space add space origin and with the link of your online repository. Now prepare the branch using git space branch to push the code to GitHub. After that, execute the git space push command. This will push the all code from our local machine to online GitHub repository. During this step, GitHub may ask you for sign in and authorization. Now you can see that our code has been uploaded on the GitHub repository. Verify all the required documents on the GitHub repository before the subsequent deployment on Render Cloud. Now open the Render Cloud inside your web browser and click on the button Deploy your app for free. Now in the web services section, click on the new web service. In Git Provider tab, select your GitHub repository. Verify the language, branch and region. Select the Singapore region. In the start command section, put bash space start.sh. Render will run this command to start our application. Select the instance type as free for hobby project. Now click on the button at the bottom with the name deploy web service. Now Render will ask for the credit card for even the free plan. If you have the account, FastAPI will be deployed and Render will give you a URL as we discussed previously. And viewers, if you do not have the credit card, we have another option of deployment on Railway Cloud. So let's go toward the deployment on Railway Cloud. Viewers, Railway works almost the same way as that of the Render. We just need one extra file, proc file. So create the proc file on the root of our code. Inside the proc file, type web space bash space start.sh. Rest all things will be same as that of the Render. Now add this proc file in the git and push it on the GitHub repository for the subsequent deployment on Railway Cloud. Commit the changes and now open the Railway Cloud using railway.com URL. On the main screen, click on the Deploy a New Project button. Select the option GitHub repository. Now click on Login with GitHub. It will authorize the Railway app to connect with the GitHub repository. After successful linking, Railway will start building our project. You can view your logs during the build and deployment process. This cloud platform may take some time during the build and subsequent deployment, and after the successful build it will show the success message. Now to get the desired URL of our API, click on the settings panel and then click on the networking option from the right side. Now in the public networking, click on the generate domain button. It will create a URL with the domain name. You can copy this URL for the testing of your API. You can test this URL in the web browser before utilizing it on the client side app. As you can see that this URL is working, and you can open the Swagger documentation of your API. Now viewers, this is the time to utilize the API URL in our front end application so that we can test that our API is working from the client side. So copy the URL from Railway Cloud and replace it with the variable in our client side app API URL. Viewers, you can replace the port with 8080 and the start URL with HTTPS. Now run the Python inbuilt web server. But viewers, you can see in our front end app there is nothing loaded. So there is an issue. You have to take care about it, that do not use the port 8080 for Railway Cloud, as Railway Cloud decides itself which port it would use. So remove the port from API URL and again restart the web server. Now add the username and email and click the create button, and you will see that the user has been created. And now this user has been created on the online Railway Cloud platform instead of local user. Create another user, test the edit user by changing the name and email and update it. You will see that the user successfully updated. So our update route is also working. Now delete the user and you can see that it has been successfully deleted. So viewers, our fast API app is now live, accessible anywhere, and the backend by a real PostgreSQL database in the production environment. I hope viewers this video will be helpful for you for the deployment of your APIs. If you find any difficulty, comment me in the comment section and I will definitely help you. And don't forget to like and subscribe my channel Coding Maverick. Thank you.